Hello guys, I'm Little Tools, and today I'm going to review a antique cutter, a utility knife. See, it's a Pro AD-2P model I use, and it has a 30 angle blade tip. Of course, you can use a standard 60-degree blade in it, but just saying that they included a 30-degree angle blade. See, if you look closely, wait a minute, sorry guys, I should have prepared for it. My camera is not good, so sorry. See, there's a left and right at the end, which means that this is for both hand. Okay, well, right now it's for setup as left-handed, because I'm left-handed, so I just set this up as a left-handed one. But if you want to use as a right-handed one, you can just simply take off the clip and push the switch or handle, whatever, and then you can reverse the blade and then put this back on like this, and then you just put the clip back on. Now it's right-handed one now. Yep, like that. Okay, so it's very easy, to change the which handle you use, and you can use the both. Normally this doesn't come with how to change to. It doesn't really give you option to change which hand you use, because normally there is a asymmetrical tip at the tip, so you just have to use it only one side. But this is offers you a symmetric tip, so you can use either hands. And one thing it's good about is that it has very thin, flat the tip as a rail, so the blade goes here very tightly, so it doesn't wobble much. So it doesn't very wobble much. This tip holds the blade very securely. Let's show you guys. See that? These rails holds the blade very securely, so that when you're cutting the object, the blade doesn't wobble. So you can have very precise cuts. Okay. These are all metal constructed one. It says Anti Cutter Pro A, Japan patent. Okay, so it's patented design. I believe they are the first company who made these types of office style cutter in the history. They are located in Osaka, I believe. Yeah, it's NT Incorporated, made in Osaka, Japan. So they are proud of where they are. Normally they say just made in Japan, but they said made in Osaka, Japan. So they must be proud of what they're making. So they're showing instruction how to get a fresh tip, to have a very sharp edge, and then how to change the blade, etc. Okay, this is Pro Series, so these are all metal construction. I think this is not a metal. Okay, this and the switch underneath it, the part which is holding the blade, this is plastic. Okay, and it goes underneath, and then it comes intact with this what should I say, buttons or push bars. These are plastics. So this is also plastics. Other than that, so it's a steel and steel. So I believe it's a stainless steel, and it's a solid. It feels very solid. It doesn't wobble. It doesn't really have flimsy feels to it. And great thing about this, there's a automatic locking system in this knife. When you when you try to push this button to retract your push out the blade, you can easily push it back on like this. But when you try to push it back on or pull out just holding the blade, it doesn't. Okay, because there is a lock inside this. Okay, so you need to unleash these locks, just simple locks, so that there are the teeth. Okay, so that when it's locked, the lock gets stuck in the teeth, so it doesn't move. Okay, so you need to unlock by just pressing the button and push up or push down. So it's very safe, so that you can have detailed work like this, or holding the knife like this, so the blade doesn't go like this. Okay, so it's very nice. There are many makers who makes knives just like this, but I recommend Antique Cutter because they are the original maker of this knife, and then they do very good job of making them. Okay, it says auto lock, stops the blade, and left hand use, and designed for both hands, right hand use. And it says extremely sharp blade, handle with care. Yep, it's very sharp. I'm not sure what it means by AD type. If I find out, I'll let you guys know. This is Pro Series. Yeah, I think I told you. And I think this is use only NT80 type blade. So I think this means like it has a small blade like the standard blade you use. I think that's what it means by that. Yeah, so in the warning, there is a warning that when you snap the blade, please wear eye protective and the gloves, so the blade doesn't get into your eye or in your hand, etc. So it's very simple knife for the office use or any use. I use this to cut thin leather because the blade is also thin. Okay, so this is excellent slicer for cutting out template, paper template. It's excellent cutter, and it's excellent cutter for thin leather, but only thin leather like 0.5 millimeter or 0.6 millimeter. If it goes beyond 0.8 millimeter, you need something serious cutter. This blade is meant to use on the papers, and the leathers is very aggressive on the knife blades. So it, like I said in the last video, this steel is probably SK3, very basic carbon steels. It's not going to hold an edge very much like the other wood handled tools. This is going to be dull quickly if you use on the leather. Okay, so you need to snap one blade each time to have a very, very sharp tip, so that you can have extremely clean cuts. Okay, if the blade once goes dull and you try to keep using it, the leather will stretch and you will have very dirty cuts, so that your product will get clean. So keep this knife at handy if you want to. You don't want to have water stones or ceramic stones, diamond stones. If you don't want those kind of work, you can just have these ready and snap each time you get stall. Okay, you can keep buying the replacement blade at hand, and then you can just charge them every time you you feel like stall. If you use if you were to use thick leather, you're going to have a bigger knife. There's also wider blade from the anti-cutter. I will do another video, but for this one, you can use only the thin leather and paper. Yeah, so that's about it. This is not a must, okay? If you are going to just use the sharpening stones, etc., you just really don't need these blade, because you can just skip this blade and you can use your own. Okay, this is for the people who don't want to have a whole bunch of sets to sharpen their knives, to just cut something. Okay, you can use X-Acto knife. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you just broke the fresh blade, and this one cell of blade can be used on the X-Acto knife, so this can be used on the X-Acto knife also. So you can just snap these one piece and use on an X-Acto knife. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, you can just use this knife without just any stone. Okay, that was my intention, why I just do this review. I really don't keep these boxes, but I just keep this box for you guys to show you what it looks like when it comes. It was Anti-Cutter Pro AD-2P utility knife. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in next video. Bye bye.